If the fastest way to grow wealth in 2025 isn't to get a new job, isn't to invest in the stock market, or isn't even becoming an influencer, then what is? Or better yet, how would your life change if you could turn what you love, your passion, into income and never have to work a job again? But what if I told you that there's people you watch every day that keep this hidden from you? You don't have a clue. So let's be honest, because if it was that easy, then everyone would be wealthy, right? Now, real quick, I want you to imagine two people. The first person ends up making $2,000 in just 1 hour. And the other one, well, he quits after 6 months. Now, what's the difference between the two? Why did one succeed and the other one ended up giving up? And if you had to guess, is it selling something? Is it starting a business? Is it going viral? Think about it. And I'm going to tell you in just a second, because I'm going to be real with you. This strategy has worked for thousands in 2024. It's worked for me in the past 5 years of my life, and it's only going to get easier in 2025. Now, what I'm talking about is content, but content without purpose is just noise. Content that solves a problem builds your wealth. But that brings up the question now, how would you even know people would want to pay money, let alone pay attention just from watching your content? Now, this has probably been in your face for a long time and you just never recognized it. And I'm going to call this the DoorDash wealth formula. This is how it works. Once upon a time, there was someone who wrote a piece of code. You don't need to know code. I promise you, I'm not telling you to become a programmer. I'm just telling you that code is literally computer's language of creating something. So if you were an artist and you wanted to paint a picture, you would want to get a paintbrush and some paint and some type of paper to paint on, right? Well, code is exactly that for a computer. So DoorDash is nothing but a code. That code translates into an app on your phone. So you got the phone right here, right? You got a phone app. Now, the way we're going to steal DoorDash's wealth formula is this vital step right here. Okay. DoorDash creates the opportunity for two people, actually three people, including themselves. Watch this. You got the person who delivers the food. Okay. Delivers the food. Then you got the person who gets the food. And then you have the person who owns DoorDash. Okay. They all get paid. Besides the person who's ordering the food, they get paid with quick gratification because they get food without having to leave their house. All right. Now, when DoorDash has a deliverer deliver the food, mind you, they don't own the car. They don't own the car insurance. They don't own the person. They're on a contract. They don't even own the restaurant, and they don't pay for gas or anything. They just pay the deliverer a certain fee to deliver the food, and they dust their hands off. Okay. You get the food. Whoever ordered the food gets the food, and the wealth is now created. So how can we use this for our own gain? Because this is a very simple process, and I don't want you to overthink it. This is how it's exactly going to work with content. Now, on the bottom, what we're going to do, I'm going to write in red so you guys can see. This has to be like, you have to understand this. Okay. If you don't understand it, you're not going to learn how to build wealth. All right. With content. Here he goes. So instead of you writing code, right, I'm going to draw a little heart right here because this means your experience in life. Okay. You don't need to write code. If you could write a paragraph about a lesson you learned and how you went from a problem, maybe you were overweight, maybe you had bad acne, maybe you had trouble growing your hair, maybe you had trouble fixing a car. You write down your life experiences. That's your code. Now, we're not going to create an app on a phone. We're going to post our experience on a platform. Jay, what kind of platform are you talking about? I'm talking about YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. There's many platforms out there. All right. Now, which one is the best? That's for a whole nother video. But I'm here to tell you, if you post your experience, your life experience on a platform, what people will pay first, listen up loud and clear, you don't want to miss this. What people pay first when they watch your content is they pay attention. They pay attention. Before people pay you money, they got to pay attention. Before you ordered something on Amazon, the last time you ordered something, you had to pay attention to the item, the reviews, the description, when it was going to get there. You had to pay attention. And from people paying attention to your content, from your life experiences, what ends up happening is certain platforms pay you, or you could sell something, and you're building wealth. And what I mean by sell something is sell a solution. Now, let me draw out these two important steps within these two processes. Okay. The first thing is DoorDash starts making the money when the deliverers want to make money. They make money off of people wanting to make money. They solve a problem for people who want to make more money. You want to make more money on your own time, be your own boss, use your own car, work when you want to. Here's the opportunity. They make money when the deliverer wants to work, not when people get hungry, because people are always going to get hungry. So everybody's solving a problem for each other. The way you're going to have people want to pay you, keyword want to pay you, not try to be a sleazy person and be like, oh, well, I'm trying to run it up. I'm trying to make as much money as possible. You have to actually want to serve people, kind of like how DoorDash has it set up. We created a code that's an app that allows people to be their own boss and make money and deliver food to people that are hungry. Everybody gets fed. Everybody eat. Okay. When you have your life experiences and you post your life experiences on a platform, you need to make sure it solves a problem. That is why people are going to, look at this, pay attention. That's why people are going to pay attention. And I'm going to show you exactly how this has worked in my own life in just a couple seconds. When people pay attention, they're not just going to pay attention because they want to see what you're wearing today and you vlogging. They're going to want to pay attention to a problem you had that they have now in the moment that they need solved. They want to watch you because you had a problem they currently have and you can guide them out of their problem. That is why they want to pay attention. And people end up paying money to get that result even faster. Such an easy formula, right? But how does this work in the real world with the real life example? I'm going to be honest with you. In high school, I was bullied. I was 110 pounds at 18 years old. And after I graduated, I promised myself that I was going to get serious about being able to defend myself. So I got serious in the gym, started lifting weights. During that time, I posted workouts that I was already doing in the gym and just posting my progress on Instagram. And as I got progress with building muscle, you wouldn't believe what happened. People from all over on the internet, on social media, on a platform actually wanted my help. Someone who was bullied in high school, who was just angry at the world, wanted to defend himself and build muscle. And now people are respecting me enough to want to learn from me because of where I came from. I never had a personal trainer, never went on a diet plan, never meal prepped, never went on those drugs that they be taking and all that stuff. I was just mad and doing push-ups and pull-ups. So I decided to get more serious about teaching people. And I actually created an online fitness program that could help people get the result they want without me having to physically be there in present time. Not on Zoom or anything like that. I didn't have to trade my time for money to help people get the result. And guess how much I charge for this? Before I get into it though, I just want to let you know, this came from experience. My own life experience. I was confident in what I was showing people because I was already seeing the results in my own life. That's why I say your life experience is the most important thing that you could bring when people pay attention, because they will pay money from your own life experiences. Getting back into it, I actually was able to charge $250 to $300 per month. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Per month. This wasn't a one-time thing and then I had to be like, oh, where am I going to get the money next month? It was per month for 6 to 12 months. Do the math. 250 times 6. That's $1,500 minimum. Okay, off of a program that I had already known because I had gotten the results from it. Now, if you thought that was crazy, wait till I tell you what I was making by month 3. Only $4,000 a month. Only $4,000 a month. I don't know about you, but what would you do with an extra $4,000 right from your phone where you didn't have to trade your time for money? But what would you do with $4,000? If there's anything else that you need to know from watching this video, content that solves a problem, a pain people have, builds wealth. And if that's got your imagination gears turning, then my Passion to Profits challenge is going to help you get there. The link to that is in the description down below for more details. But hey, that's all. Content builds wealth. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.